It's day 7. This is the evening before injection day. I'm thinking about skipping this dose or microdosing this week. And the reason being is because for some odd reason, I feel like the suppression kicked in stronger today. And that's very weird because usually the life expectancy of this medication is really weak by day 7. But weirdly, it is strong. Not to say that it's going to remain strong Monday, Tuesday, and so forth through this upcoming week. But I may have enough, I may feel like I have enough in me where I can carry through this week. So I'm thinking about that and curious to see what happens scale-wise. I took the micro dose. I didn't take my regular split dose of 3.75 milligrams. I took a micro dose of like 10 or 9 units because I just didn't feel like the full dose was necessary. I felt the suppression kicking in hard in reverse at the end, towards the end of the week, which is when the lifespan is the weakest. But in this case, it got stronger. And this is the response from me switching my injection site to my left thigh instead of my stomach. So I don't know if this is just a first time response and this is only going to be a one-time type of thing for me to get adjusted to it, but I need to be prepared if this is going to be what it is on a regular basis with the injection in my thigh. And then that may have me reconsider whether I'm going to go back to the stomach or not. Very weird, very weird. At the beginning of the week, okay, so real quick recap, I didn't do a split dose like I usually do. I usually do a split dose of the 7.5 Tirzepatide compound, right? That'll put me at 3.75 milligrams, which is equal to 18.75 units. However, the 7th day, Sunday night, I started feeling strong suppression. It really was like Saturday and Sunday. I really started feeling it heavier on Sunday. And this was really odd. It's weird because the usual life expectancy has extremely weakened by the 7th day for me. It's there, but it's there faintly or whatnot. I have some slight food noise re-entering in the mix around the time to redose. I usually redose on Mondays. So because this was so, to me, the appetite suppression was stronger than what it needed to be, what I'm used to, and I'm approaching injecting again, I was strongly considering skipping the dose. Because if it was enough in me, I could probably, make it through another week without having to load up on another dose. It was going to be either skip the dose or micro dose. So I was not going to split it, I was going to micro it. I decided to micro dose it. So I took in it was like 9 or 10 units. And then whatever units is left, because I was pretty much at the bottom of my vial anyway, approaching a refill that's coming up. I'm just going to take the remainder of it next week. It looks like it may be 7 or so units. But of the 10 units that I took this morning, now, mind you, I do tend to expect some type of level of fatigue. When I was on the full dose of 7.5 Tirzepatide compound, I did have fatigue, but the fatigue was sparingly. It wasn't constant. It wasn't like something that I knew I automatically expected on injection day. It didn't happen like that. Once I split the dose, that side effect went out, pretty much out the window for me. So it's really interesting and surprising to see the side effects pretty much come back on a split dose. And then the fatigue kicking in stronger on the micro dose of 10 units. So there are some changes here. It's like as soon as I changed the injection spot, it started changing, okay? Suppression start to reverse. And now it's at the end of the week. And it seems to be stronger, right? And then the fatigue is stronger than what it usually is when I'm on the full dose of 7.5. I don't know if this is just an adjustment type of response, okay? This is the adjustment response. This is my second injection after doing my leg, my thigh, my left thigh. I've been a stomach girl for a minute, so that's where I've always injected. Now that is the left thigh. It's a sudden change. Maybe my system is trying to get acclimated, as if it was a reset, kind of like a reset type of change, and this is the response it's giving. Now, I'm going to be real and keep it where it could just be the response. I'm going to give it some time. I'm not going to just jump to conclusions and then switch the injection spot right back to the stomach. I'm going to wait it out because I actually like the retirement. I like the fact that I no longer am doing the stomach, then I'm doing the thigh. You know, and then the pros with the thighs, sometimes I will have injection site pain every now and then. I don't have the injection site pain with the thigh. So, like, I felt like it was a good thing. It's going to do me well. But now, after the second injection, and well before the injection, at the end of the 7th day, I feel like it may not have been a need to redose. Like I said, you guys, this is trial and error for me. I switched up. I wanted to report the change. No, I don't have my ear set or mic, because I just wanted to come to you guys directly in real time as I am experiencing this. So I didn't have time to, figure out where my devices were. So thank you for your patience. My headset is on the way, mic, etc. For those who are being disrupted by the background noise, etc., please keep in mind that you have been heard loud and clear, and I will be making those accommodations. I just needed to jump right to this right now in real time, because this thing is affecting me and the fatigue is real. I have had fatigue before, but it just seems like this is stronger fatigue, and I attribute it to the injection site switch. Okay, and that's not even the gist of it, y'all. That's not the gist of it, okay? I thought I retired nausea. I thought nausea was retired, okay, with the split of the dose. With the reintroduction of this strong suppression towards the end of the week, and the fatigue kicking in strong the next morning, today, after the injection, something new that has come about is a hint of nausea. Faint nausea, faint, very faint, but there, and then it'll go away. This tells me that sudden changes can occur at any time when using GLP1 medication. You could be riding away for a good period with your injection site, with your dose. with your eating regimen. And then at any point, if there's a change, an inkling anywhere, that there can be subjective effects, okay? Side effects. So even though I was coasting on my sweet dose of 3.75, which is a split dose of the 7.5 Tirzepatide compound, the sudden change of me changing my injection site to my leg unraveled some noticeable changes, and here they are. The fatigue, the faint nausea, and the strong reversal suppression at the end of the week. Y'all, I'm hoping I can stay on the 5, okay? We're gonna judge it the next week, see what happens. My stomach is pretty much, healed from that, little T-burn situation I had, which was why I switched from the stomach to the leg in the first place. But it wasn't a really bad idea to go to the leg. I've been doing my stomach for the entire time on this medication. So I'm like, switch it to the leg, give my stomach a break. I did not know that I was going to be subject to the reintroduction of side effects that I thought I got rid of splitting this dose, okay?